So, good afternoon. Deb Rodenbaugh-Schaub here with Alumni Association Career Services for K-State. And today we're talking about professional organizations, trade industry associations. They go by a lot of different terminology in that sense, but it's really important that you understand the value that those associations bring to you within your industry. So I'm talking about Society of CPAs or American Institute of Architects or your State Bankers Association. Whatever those trade associations are, it really makes huge sense for you to check those out, do your research, and see which ones really align with your objectives, the interest that you have as far as their presence, if they're a regional reach or if they're a national organization. Just make sure that they are lining up with what you're looking for, and they have a lot of different benefits. Of course, some of those that are very well known are things like exclusive members only, message boards, or their job board where you can look at jobs or post your resume there, journals, a lot of newsletters, continuing education courses. So there are a lot of mechanisms within your trade association that really keep you up on your industry with changes in technology or maybe some regulation changes or trends that you need to really stay on top of, because relevancy matters. If you become outdated and irrelevant, then that does not help your career path for the future for sure. So your involvement within those trade associations, it's also a resume builder. A lot of times if you're a soon-to-be grad, there may be internship opportunities available within those trade associations. And for those who've been in the work world, it's a great way to become involved and maybe become part of a board. It shows your leadership skills and possibly an opportunity to write articles for a publication that the organization sends out. There's also the intrinsic value of just filling that need or sense of, I want to give back. I want to help make things better. And honestly, working through your trade association, you're able to really do that. They're always looking for fresh ideas and new thoughts and new blood to help plan upcoming events, put a new fresh spin on events that are offered through that organization. But it's a great way for you to become involved, and in that sense of giving back, it helps your industry, it helps those others peers who are in the industry, and helps enhance their lives too. So that's really important to a lot of people, is that sense of giving back, and this is a really good way to be able to do that. But of course, the big one I want to talk about today is really networking opportunities. More than 80% of jobs, this is a statistic I heard yesterday at a workshop, 80% of positions are never posted. They're filled by those referrals for the most part. So the flip side of this is it's so important for you to spend probably 60% of your time networking when it's time, if you're in job search mode. So some things that you want to keep in mind when it comes to networking. First of all, there's the technological avenue for networking within that trade association. You can look at all the committees, the members, the leadership on that website. Look at those names, Google them, look at their LinkedIn profile, and you're just going to really see so much about, well, what organizations do they belong to? What journals do they read? What are some of their volunteer activities? It's just a really good way to see what those who are leaders in your industry, what are they all about? And maybe there would be some really great ways for you to research them, connect with them, send that invite, and have some discussions through things like LinkedIn and really build those networks. So on the flip side of that would be attending events in person. Webinars are great, they serve a great purpose, but sometimes that physical being in a location to where you have face-to-face time with others in your industry, it's really important if you have the opportunity to take advantage of that and have those conversations. be ready to share some of the goals that you have in mind. Know what it is that what is it that you're wanting to network. What's your reason for networking? Have all of that in your mind, and maybe set a goal for yourself that you're going to speak to at least 3 new people during that event. Do remember, it's a two-way street too. You don't want to have these conversations in these physical locations of conferences and workshops to where you're the only one speaking and gushing all the information about yourself. You really do want that opportunity to be there for you to ask questions and learn about this person so that you have a better understanding of what they do, and possibly how their position might be connected to the one that you're considering, or could really give some great information that would be helpful for you. So when you're at those events, just a few quick tips. Be sure to smile and be confident and approachable and conversational. That's really the best way. You don't want to just jump right in and start talking about the need for a job. It's really more about asking for advice and background information. And you want to also make sure that you reconnect after that event. Send that email or jot a note or text, whatever it is, but reconnect maybe through LinkedIn. And you can remind them, hey, I met you at this particular workshop last week, and so I just wanted to touch base with you again. And please know if there's any way I can help you, I really look forward to that opportunity, because that really sets the stage for the fact that you're open to this being a two-way street, in that I can help you and maybe you can help me, and that's a great situation to be in. So effective networking is definitely a continual process. And when you're at these types of events or a member of an organization, just keep in mind that what you get out of that is really dependent upon what you put into it. So make the most of those types of memberships. If you have any questions, this is definitely a very brief touch on an important element of networking. And if you'd like to visit further, let me know. We can set up a consult. Just to give some background here on the Alumni Association Career Services, we do offer 2 hours of free career services to members, and the dues are only $40 a year. For recent grads, it's only $20 a year. And I think that you would find this to be a really helpful time spent for something that's really important with long-term impact for sure. So thanks again for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.